Hello.
So just to give us a quick introduction, hi, I'm Kristen. I'm doing my master's in music technology and digital media at the Faculty of Music.
I'm Ilun.
I'm Jack.
Okay. So, can we start? Okay. Jack is the world's greatest producer in the world, and he's working on his next album. He's a world-class musician, but there's one problem. Jack doesn't know how to read the music sheet.
I know what this album needs. Saxophone. I'm going to call the greatest saxophone player of all time, Kenny G. Ding.
Hello, this is Kenny G.
Hello, this is Jack, the greatest producer in the world. I want you to play on my next album and make it a smash hit. We'll make billions.
Okay, I'll do it. Just send me the sheet music.
What? Sheet music? But I can't read or write music. I just make music.
You don't write sheet music? But I need sheet music.
Jack haven't heard of Notate.
Well, what is Notate?
Notate is a tool to facilitate collaboration between musicians like you who can't read music and musicians like me who can, so we can work together. It transcribes simple monophonic melodies with your phone's microphone.
So how do I use it?
You have to sing.
So here's Notate. I'm going to record a song directly. The song I'm going to sing is called Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. It's a great song, so why not? Twinkle, twinkle, little star. And there we go. We can check the music, the sheet music. So, yeah, it's off a little bit. I can try again. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Yeah, this one this one goes pretty well. If you can read sheet music, you can see that the notes are do, do, so, so, la, la, so. We can, just for simplicity, I'm going to name this song Star. Star. And as you know, a song needs to have lyrics. So let's write some lyrics. Star and twinkle, twinkle, little star. How I wonder what you are. Okay, let's check what we have done. So as you can see, there's a star in the list. If we go star, on the above is the sheet music, and what's below is the lyrics that I wrote just before.
Wow, Jack.
One last thing. How fast are you going to play this song?
I don't know. What's like 60 beats per minute sound like?
Oh, let's try.
Are you on silent mode?
Is that good for you?
Can you make it faster?
Of course. How about that?
Sounds great.
Okay.
Wow, Jack, you really are the greatest producer in the world. So, how does Notate work? Using the phone's microphone, as you can see, the phone will record an audio file and detect pitch information, which is frequency in hertz, and rhythm, which is the duration of notes in sequence. Notate currently only offers fixed duration rhythmic detection, so that it's all quarter notes and consistent, no variation between them, but the output you get is full score notation.
Okay, here's the structure of our amp. First, Notate provides the metronome and timer to the user, and user provides singing input and lyric input to the metronome or to the Notate. And the Notate will use audio analyzer to analyze the singing input, and the output is multiple notes. And along with the lyric input, we have a note sheet output for the users. For the structure for the audio analyzer is first, the analyzer will split the singing input into frames, and then use DIS function to exclude noise frames. And for each useful note frame, we will do the STFT and then calculate power spectral density, and also apply some filter to get the candidate frequency. Here's the picks are some candidate frequencies. And then we use pitch choosing algorithm to choose the right frequency or the right note for the note frame, and combine them. We've got a multiple note sheet.
So in the future, we could consider expanding Notate's capabilities to include a lot more things, like exporting to standard file formats, like JPEG or PDF. This would help us assist that goal of collaboration between musicians so that they could easily export that file and send it over to the next person who needs it. We could also look to advancing our rhythmic notation abilities. So with more time in development, we could have greater variety in the rhythms that we're able to detect. Right now, like I mentioned, we're only doing quarter notes, so all durations are the exact same. But if we could detect an eighth note, which is the exact half length of a quarter note, those notes would land directly between the quarter notes on the metronome. So instead of just being da, da, it would be da, 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 things like that. Longer notes, shorter notes like that. And last, we can move on to polyphonic detection. So right now, Notate only does monophonic detection, meaning that it's one note at a time. Polyphonic would be for multiple notes at once. So we could detect and transcribe notes coming from a guitar or a piano where someone might be playing a chord. For the sake of time, I can just finish up if that's okay. This course taught us a lot, and we would focus on limiting the scope earlier. So we decided on fixed rhythmic notation after we realized how difficult it was. We could have done that from the start to make our lives easier in the long run, and limiting the metronome capability in combination with recording. Jack, are you back? No. Oh, okay. No. Okay. And another thing was time management. So if we were able to recognize the complexity of our app earlier on, this would help us resolve unexpected issues later in the process. Like we didn't expect in our Spiral 4 presentation to have issues with octave detection, but if we had managed our time better, then maybe we could have had more time to dedicate towards resolving these issues as they appeared. And that concludes our presentation.
Great. Well done.
Sorry for the technical difficulties.
It's okay. I think it was the various microphones that you were trying to get going, and the metronome might have cut out Jack, I think. There's a nice skit and a motivation at the beginning. I like that, and a pretty clear demonstration of the functionality. I don't have many questions other than I recall the octave issues that came up earlier, and in your description of the algorithm, it looks like you've done some careful thinking. Did you those
Yeah,
things?
we changed the detection part. Before we only use Fourier transform, and now we apply filter, and we do not look at the frequency domain. Actually, we are looking at the logarithm of the frequency domain, so we can have an accurate octave detection.
So how did that give you accurate octave detection by taking the logarithm of the frequency?
Basically the octave error is come from for the note A4 and A3. There are two different notes, but they are both A, but in different octave. Their frequency, like A4 is 440, 440 hertz, and the A2 is 220. So basically they are doubled. So they're in Fourier transform, the two peaks will have some coefficient. They will influence each other. So if we look at the logarithm domain, this influence will be reduced.
Okay.
Yeah, this is just some signal processing algorithm. So we can reduce the octave error.
So how much did your accuracy improve?
Before it's 50% accurate. Now it might be 70 or 80.
Oh, interesting. Good.
Yeah.
Great work. I don't have any more questions. Dan?
No questions for me. Great demo. It's impressive. Good work.
Kia?
Yeah, I just had a small question. So you said the time signature is set, right? Like you're not allowing the user to change any time signatures or anything.
Yeah.
So it doesn't create bars on the sheet music, or is that what a new line means?
That's typically what a new line means.
Ah, okay. Okay, yeah, thanks.
Anyone else? Imtihan says the song was revolutionary. It's very brave of you, Jack, to sing to a group of people that you don't know that well. Well done.